What's up, everybody? It's good to see you out there. Looks like our technology is working today, and I'm super excited about that. It's good to see you guys out there. We're going to get started in just like 30 seconds. But as usual, I want to know what your channel is all about. Post it in the comments. I see you guys talking up a storm, and I want to be right in there with you. What's up, everybody? It's good to see you out there. Looks like our tech... There we go. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the monthly TubeBuddy training. My name is Owen Video. I'm excited to be here with you guys today. We're going to be going over some training that is, I hope, going to propel your channel forward. Because as a new YouTuber or as a smaller YouTuber, I know it can get really frustrating. I've been there. And I want to give you guys a combination of steps. I'm all about workflows and strategies. So I want to give you guys some tools, some like multiple step processes that you can be going through that sort of act like a checklist for growing your channel. Okay? And I hope that that's valuable to you guys today. So how's the audio? How's the video? Last week we had some trouble. We weren't able to complete the live stream. How is it sounding? How is it looking? Getting the comments in. This chat is firing off. Deathstalker Synchro. You're absolutely right. We got a lot of great stuff going into the chat room. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to ask your question because we run out of time, I want you to click on the link that Phil's going to post and leave your question in the Google form so that we can get to it, right? So that we can get to it either this week or next week. So I hope you guys will take the time to do that. I want to thank Funko Poppers. I want to thank Advanced Slayer 8, Bossman 1974, Ruber, love that name. I want to thank you guys for leaving your questions. And we have a ton more. Sunreal Tech, DJA Gaming. You guys left some great questions, and we're going to get to those today. But first, I want to go into how to grow your channel. How to grow your channel on YouTube. Because growing your channel is so many things. It's producing video content. It's getting it uploaded and optimized. It's getting people to watch it and creating conversation around your piece. It's more than just making video on a regular basis. So I'm excited. I'm excited that you guys are here, and I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel over at the link that Phil's posted in the chat. You can search for Owen Video on YouTube and subscribe to my channel where all I talk about is video marketing. From right now, we're focusing a lot on Facebook and live video. You can get some tips over there, see the videos I'm producing. I've got a ton of stuff on YouTube, how to build landing pages. And here's what I'm good at, guys. Here's what I'm really good at. I'm really good at getting a channel to grow, right? I went from 0 to 6,000 my first year. My second year, I hit 10,000. Now I'm sort of into my third year, and I've got 12,000 subscribers. I'm growing by like 700 a month, which, by the way, is pretty low for my subscriber count. And I've been invited to speak for all sorts of different industries at all sorts of different conferences. And my message to you is this. You don't need 100,000 subs to be popular. You don't need 50,000 subs to make money. Okay? Yes, when you get to those levels, more doors, more windows of opportunity will open up to you. But you can be a full-time YouTuber now if you run your channel smoothly and effectively. The first part of that is going from 0 to 5,000 subs. Okay? And there's a milestone there at your first 1,000 subs. So I want to talk about sort of that level, right? How to get to 1,000 and how to get to 5,000 and what happens during that time. And to do this, I'm going to go to a screen share. We're going to look at some channels and we're going to live review them. Okay? So, let's see. I'm just going to pick a random name. I am just going to pick a name from the crowd here. Let me go to my screen share so you guys can see. And we're going to go review a channel. Look at that, family vlogs. All right, let's see. What do we got here? APG Gaming. Let's just see APG Gaming, see what we can find. 32 videos, 28 subscribers. I love it. We're going to go into this channel right now. Okay? So hopefully this is a channel. I found the channel of the APG Gaming that's in this group. Okay, so what we have here is a gaming channel. And I want you guys to pay particular attention to the channel page here. This is the first level of inspection I want you guys to sort of go through here. So the first is the channel banner. Look, your channel banner's fine, but there's a lot more that it tells me nothing about what your channel does. So I want you guys to all evaluate your channel banners, okay? Does your channel banner tell the story of what you do? Does it tell the story of who you are as a channel, right? I assume that these are game reviews. I assume you're a gaming channel, okay? And I know that by gaming, but I don't know what kind of games. I don't know what you're going to show me. So I need your banner to explain more. You don't have any links down here, okay? So you've got to have your channel page optimized with links to other videos, other playlists. If you have a website, link to your website. But you could also be linking to your social media channels and so on and so forth. Okay, so you need to edit all this up. I would add here, you need to have a distinct profile image. Doesn't have to be your face, right? But again, it's got to contrast or work with this image here and tell the story of what you do. First big thing, this area right here is not set up to attract new subscribers. Let me go to let's just go to Daryl Eves' channel. Daryl Eves is a good friend of mine. We're going to be speaking together at Vid Summit this year, and Vid Summit's going to be just freaking awesome. If you guys are in California, Arizona, Nevada, it's not too expensive to fly out. I'd recommend you come out for that event. Let's take a look at Daryl Eves' channel. Look at how Daryl Eves is telling the story of what he does, right? The channel is all about him. YouTube Edutainer of the Year, voted by my wife and kids. He's got links down here, some branding over here. This is excellent, okay? This is excellent. And then look at how all this is posted right here, where you've got a main video tab and you've got sort of like your most recent uploads here. This is excellent. You've got playlists down here. Now, guys, this is your priority. This is your priority here. How are you organizing your playlists, and how do your thumbnails look within that playlist? Does it look like you have a brand? Does it look like you upload regularly? Does it look like you have a process for what you're doing, okay? So I see the reviews dude out there says, love Daryl Eves. The reviews dude, post a link to your channel and we'll go into yours too. We'll jump back and forth. But this is what a good channel looks like, okay? Now, Mass Online says, I don't like his thumbnails. I get that. You may not like his channels or his thumbnails, but Daryl Eves has, 291,000 subscribers. So liking his thumbnails is irrelevant to their ability to produce, right? So be aware of that. Be aware of that. Okay? Let's see what else we have going on. I want to talk about, that's your title page. Setting up your playlist and setting up your page to look like you're ready to receive traffic. Okay, that's a big part of what you're doing. Now I want to go into 5 steps that you need to walk through to grow your channel to get to that first 1,000. And if you've got 1,000, to continue growing to that 5,000. My goal in going through the channel with you right here is that your house has to be ready to receive guests. You don't invite people over. If your house is dirty, you have no tea to pour for them, no tea and crumpets for them, right? Make sure your house looks okay. Your banner, you've got your featured images, and you've got your playlist set up. Okay, I'm looking at some of these channels. Guys, I'll tell you what, you're better off posting a link to your channel that I can click on. Because going through and then looking for channels is hard because I might find the wrong channel. Let's go back to the screen here. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to a channel that we just launched with a client. Okay, so this is one of my client channels, and I just know that I can kind of go through this. So he's got a channel all set up. The first thing you guys need to be doing is competition research. Competition research. Now, I don't want to hear sort of this nonsense about I don't really have any competitors, man. Like, we're all friends here. Like, that's cool hippie talk for Starbucks, but let's get serious. If somebody is watching a competitor video, they're not watching your video. Okay? And if they're subscribing at this moment to a competitor video, they are not at that moment subscribing to your video. So yes, our competitors are people that we work with. But our competitors, they're collaborators. And I'm a big believer in that. I collaborate with a lot of other people in this space. I've collaborated with Daryl Eves, right? But we are said competitors. You are a gaming channel. You are competing with other gaming channels. So to do that, to do competitive research, here's what we're going to do. You're going to type in search to one of the video titles that you're making, right? So in this one, Scott's got how to use risk tolerance. So I'm going to put how to use risk tolerance. Let's just go there. Okay? And then what I get here is a variety of search results. I love the channels, guys. That's very helpful. And that's at 10:12. So I'm going to make a note that I have to go back to those notes. But take a look at what I'm doing here. I'm seeing 2,000 views, 690 views, 10,000 views here. That's not bad. 7,000 views here. That's not bad. So I'm seeing that there's search traffic here, okay? And my competitors are getting it. So what I want to do is find sort of like taller risk. The guy's got one upload. Beautiful. So there's not much to study here. Instead, what we're going to do is click on the video. And we're going to see what pops up on the side here and how many views it has. Understanding risk and return trade-off. Investment risk tolerance. What is financial risk? Beautiful. Look at how simple that title is. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking at my competition and I'm evaluating them for search terms, channels, and community. I'm seeing if they have comments. No. Let's take a look at their tags. All right, so now I'm using TubeBuddy, and I've clicked on tags to see where they rank. Bingo, guys. Bingo. This is huge, and this is why, as a YouTuber, you've got to be using TubeBuddy. First of all, this company has one video, so as a competitor, they're not much to speak of. We can, however, leverage the views coming from this video to get ranked in the sidebar here. And what we're going to do is sort of mimic their title and mimic their tags. So look at this little green button here means that's where they rank on the page, on the search engine rankings for YouTube. He ranks #1 for risk tolerance assessment, investment risk tolerance, and so on and so forth. So what this enables us to do is throw these tags, and I can copy those tags here, okay? And I can go deeper into the search rankings here. Look at that, and I'm giving even more substantial results. I can copy those tags, go back into my video, and add some of these tags, adjust my title, so that my titles are more in line with this one that's already getting searched. So this is investment risk tolerance tool for advisors. You could put investment risk tolerance and how to help build your portfolio. Okay? So that's how we do some competitive research. Let's go a little bit further into who our competitors are. And let's see if we can find someone that's really a competitor. I thought I had seen something here. Peyton Syke. Or Preston Syke. Let's see what this guy's all about. Okay, so immediately I see what? 45,000 subscribers, 110,000 views. He's got a podcast. He's got a Twitter. So yeah, by all means, come over to this guy. I study billionaires and tweet about key ingredients. And he has the Investors Podcast. This is someone. I'm going to go back. If I were a financial advisor on YouTube, this is someone who I would want to kind of siphon off some of their audience, right? Even though it's not exactly your customer base. We're trying to build a subscriber following here, and we're trying to build view counts, right? So this person's audience could fit some of your audience. We're not looking to convert them all, but they could be viewing you. So I think this is a good competitor. Let's go look and see what he's doing over here on his channel. So he's got a channel set up. Look at these created playlists, guys. What this does... Oh, sorry, I need to transition out. What this does is that this gives us sort of like ideas on how to structure our channel. So if you're a gaming channel, if you're a beauty channel, if you're doing films, then you may want to structure your home channel like this. And you want to get a sense of what your competitors are doing. Which of those competitors, I'm trying to copy a link in the thing here. Which of your competitors are worth following, are worth collaborating with? You want to structure the... Sorry, guys, it's a lot to navigate, and I'm running the show all by myself. You want to study the structure of their shows. You want to take a look at the length of their shows. Look at their publishing schedules, okay? And in your competition research, you're getting to know who else is in your community. Go to their pages. Comment on their videos. Comment on the comments on their videos. And start to make yourself known in these communities. Here's what you can do. Subscribe to their channels and get an alert every time they go live from your mobile device, or every time they publish. And every time they publish, this is part of your routine. You go onto the channel, and I would spend more time talking to other people leaving comments. Other people leaving comments, right? Leave a comment for that person and try to be thoughtful about it. Make yourself seem interesting, right? And a lot of times we do that by being interested in them. Wow, this is a great channel. How did you come up with that idea? On my channel, I often do stuff like this, right? And now you've got back and forth going, okay? You're also going to be looking for potential collaborators. People that are right above you. They got 1,000 subscribers. And if you're at 1,000, maybe they've got 5,000. And you're looking for people to collaborate with you, okay? So let's talk now about thumbnails, okay? And how to use thumbnails to grow your small channel. So we talked about competition research, and now we're going to talk about thumbnails. And to do that, I'm going to go into a new channel. Russin Films, 47 subscribers. So this is great. Okay. first look at the channel, you know, again, the banner just doesn't tell us much about what's going on here. The thumbnails don't tell us much, okay? And, you know, this next upload, most recent, guys, you all have to do that. And to do that, all you need to do is click on your channel page and hover over this area. A little pencil box will come up. You know what? I might as well just show you how to do it because it is a little sort of misleading. So over here, you've got that crank, and you're gonna want to click on customize the layout of my channel right here. Okay, that's what you want to do. Make sure all of these are, well, I don't keep my stuff private. It creates more engagement, but customize the channel layout and display automatically, all that's really good. That's how you enable this channel optimization. Okay, so let's take a look at these thumbnails, right? I love some of this stuff, right? This is really insightful, and this is really insightful. It's really insightful, everybody. Or this is Russin Films. Maybe it's Russin Studio. I have a feeling Russin Films. This is more where we want it to be. So this is a lot better. Okay, this is a lot better, but still, I know nothing. This says nothing about what your channel is, and I don't know what that is. It's funny. I like it. But I think this would be better with a better image here. Okay, so immediately, here's what we see. You've got your channel set up, but this thumbnail, again, it's a blurry picture. It's meaningless, and if anything else, it's hurtful to your channel. You want your thumbnails to be like, boom, in your face. This is how you do it. Right? In your face, this is how you do it. Your thumbnail needs to be, let's talk about your thumbnail. Your thumbnail needs to be high definition. It needs to stand out. It needs to make a promise about what's inside the video. You guys see me like itching my leg over here? It needs to make a promise about what's inside the video. Okay? So this one, know your risk tolerance. We have Scott pointing at the camera. We probably could have done something like, know your risk tolerance. But even pointing at the camera is good, right? It tells the story. So if we want to rank for how to make a burrito, what we need to do here is go how to make a burrito. Okay? Let's look at these thumbnails, which are telling the story of the video. This is great. Look at how this one has eyeballs in it. That's iJustine, obviously. And, you know, I'm not really familiar with her work, but I know who she is, right? Great thumbnail. She puts a yellow outline so it stands out in the news feed. She's got this. Maybe I can expand this a little bit. This one I really like because it actually shows them folding a burrito. And if I wanted to type in how to make a burrito, I think I would want to see ingredients, or I would want to see like folding. So, and even this world's best burrito, that's a great thumbnail for the search term how to make the best burrito. Or, you know, maybe like world's best burrito recipe. Because again, the search term is how to make a burrito. That's what Russin Films wants to rank for. Okay? So you want to be doing some thumbnail research is my point here. And looking at what these guys are doing and saying, okay, I love this. How to make a Mexican burrito. I love this. Actually shows ingredients and folding. That's what I'm talking about. That's really, really good. So I want you guys to think about your thumbnails, because YouTube is all thumbnails. And Facebook is not, if you guys are on Facebook. So every time you make a video, you have got to think about what your thumbnail is going to look like first. Absolutely first. Ask Tim Schmoyer. Go to Video Creators and ask him if he agrees with that. He'll say, yeah, because I heard it from him. So embarrassing when you cough on live TV. You might as well own it, you know? You might as well own it. So I love these. This look of a thumbnail. And Rustin, what you've got to do is bring more power. Oops. Bring more power to your thumbnails here. Now, moving forward, look at these recent activities here. Are cats aliens? I really like this title. It's intriguing. Thumbnail sucks. How animals fart. I love it. It's great. And you've got this lizard, you know, this iguana in a bathtub. So here's, Rustin, if you're watching, forget everything I said and focus on this one thing. Thumbnails. Thumbnails, thumbnails, thumbnails. You've got good titles. Okay? But look at this. This could be bright green. Like, really crank the color up on the iguana. Really crank the color up on the iguana. And then over here, you know, by the little iguana tail area, put some bubbles. Put some bubbles right there. You know, and then, you know, right here, like, all of this is dead space. This is just such dead space. So right here, add some text. And have it say, like, excuse me, you know, or did I do that? Or it could say animals farting. I think you'll get search traffic with that. But right now, it doesn't stand out. It's not poppy, but this could, it's only 5 seconds. You could go super viral with that. You really could. So your thumbnails need to be good. Your thumbnails need to be, they need to be pow. They need to stand out. Make a promise. But your thumbnails should also play as a team. Okay? So when we take a look at Scott Weiss again, we notice that he's got a series of videos here. How do we know it's a series? It's indicated by the thumbnails. They're all sort of the same. And look at this. This is a different series. How can we tell? Because all the thumbnails are the same. I assume you guys can see the difference, right? Between these three thumbnails. Maybe I can pull this out a little bit more. Right? They're all different. They have a similar look and feel and brand. Okay? And I'm a big believer in left to right for American audiences. American audiences read left to right. So you put the words here, the face here. If your face does not appear in your video, then you don't need to put a face there. Let's watch. Look at this. Nick Nimmin. Faceless videos. But you need to put some type of image there that reinforces what you do. So this is my buddy, Nick Nimmin. Look at his video. He did a how to make faceless videos on YouTube. And he's got this image of a paper bag over the head. And I think he's got more like this. Yeah, these, see, look at these, how he's not, I got to move on from this topic, but look at how he's not using his face, but still making really slamming thumbnails. And Nick over here has got 5,000 subs here, but look at these view counts, guys. These view counts are up in the, everything's got close to 1,000 in the first week. He had one over here with 133,000 in a year. These really stand out in the news feed. So even if you don't have images, or if you're not using your face, then you can still get it done. So thumbnails is number 2. Thumbnails is number 2. And we're going to move on now to number 3, which is title research and tag research. Title research and tag research. Now, title and tag research, it's similar to competition research. With competition research, you got to remember that You know, I'm all bugged because I left something out on the table. I left something out on the table. Thumbnails. Let me pull this all together. In thumbnails, you can use TubeBuddy to make custom thumbnails. And I'm just trying to figure out how to get there from here. TubeBuddy has amazing tools for making thumbnails. And the key for you guys, here's why it's amazing. You can go to Canva and you can go to Photoshop to make thumbnails. And if you have those tools, you know, I would recommend those tools. But not everybody has that ability. So what we can do here is go into the thumbnail generator. And you can get a still frame from the video. You can just have a solid color background. Or you can have an image. Here's what I would do. Start with an image, and you can sort of like upload your own stuff, and then you add layers to it. Right? So let's say I pick this one. Now what I can do is I can add images to it. So what that enables you guys to do is to create custom layers for your thumbnails. You find a thumbnail pattern that works for you, and then you make it in Canva, export the layers, add the layers to TubeBuddy, and every time you upload a video, you just change the text, add an image and change the text. And you can be pumping out a ton of thumbnails that are very good. And they can be Photoshop quality. So use that thumbnail generator. We'll put a link in the video to the thumbnail training that I did. I think I did a thumbnail training some time ago. Okay, so let's move back. I hope you guys saw that. Did you guys see that? Darn it. Let's move back to title research and tag research. Okay, so your thumbnail is what's going to make you stand out in the newsfeed. It's what's going to make you look good in the related video section, right? It's going to make you more clickable. But in order to be clicked, you have to do what first? You have to appear. You have to be in the search engine search results. Okay? So titles and tags and your description box, that's how you're going to get there. So I'm going to go to Star Wars updates. And Phil, ping me, my man, if I'm on a screen share. Maybe you did. If I'm on a screen share and I'm not like screen sharing, if it's on me, just let me know. Okay, so let's go to this bad boy here, Star Wars updates. Sweet, 6 videos. All right, so this is going to be a good one for you. Look at this, guys. 43 subs, set up really nicely. I'm down to clown with Star Wars updates, okay? What I don't know, though, is I see gameplay here, and I see Star Wars updates here. So I would rather see something like Star Wars gameplay updates or something like that, okay? But let's see, you've got your channel page set up. Really great job, guys. Learn from this. Look at how he's got these past live streams. And then he kind of breaks it up. Now he's into a created playlist, and he's got some uploads here. Really, really great way to sort of shake up your area down here. 1029. Okay, so let's take a look at these titles. Battlefront Death Star live stream. We're going to click on that. And let's see what else sort of pops up in the newsfeed here. We're seeing Star Wars Battlefront live stream Death Star Easter. Star Wars Battlefront Death Star expansion live stream. Star Wars Battlefront Death Star DLC Space Battles. Love this. It's also a live stream. So I'm learning that there's a lot of live happening in the gameplay arena, which I know. And I'm also seeing very strong thumbnails here. Okay? What I'm also seeing is, look, Massive G, Battlefront updates, and GameSpot all have sort of like similar thumbnails. So, I want to kind of stand out from there. What you could do, Star Wars updates, is put a border around your thumbnails here. And that would just help you to stand out a little bit more. Okay, but these are good thumbnails, and I'm sort of going back into competitive research here, but let's look at these titles. Okay, I'm going to click on this title, and I'm going to go in here and check their tags. This is a great example because we've got 162,000 subs. Really have a strong channel here. Look at this. No tags. No tags at all. So they're ranking because they have 116,000 subs, 160,000, and because they have a great title. So I want you to expand on your, like, take what you can from this title. Star Wars Battlefront Death Star. Battle Station Gameplay. So your channel, your video needs to incorporate some of the titles that are in here. So let's go, some of the titles that are appearing on the videos for which you want to rank. Okay, let me go back to your channel. And then we'll just kind of swap this around a little bit. So if you want to rank for Battlefront Death Star live stream, right? I need to know more specifically what it is you're showing me. And you need to use terms from videos that rank heavily for similar titles. You guys get that? Moving on. Now I want to go to Star Wars. Let's go to Battlefront gameplay and see what comes up here. So now I'm able to see just like so much competition here, and that's great. It means that your videos can get exposure, and here's why. Because new videos look at this. Can you guys see this? New videos get priority in the news feed here. See, that's a new video. It's a new video. It's a new video. So a couple things to recognize here is that new videos get into the news feed, and a lot of live videos. That's an old SEO trick. If you stream your video live, it'll rank faster. So what I want to do is now I want to explore Battlefront gameplay. And this is going to sort of give me the words that I should be using in my title. Star Wars Battlefront gameplay. So immediately, Battlefront gameplay is missing from this title. I would actually put Battlefront gameplay in front of all of your titles that include Battlefront gameplay. Okay, Phil was just checking in with me. So we've just sort of done some title research here, guys. Let me break this up so that we're on point, because I know this gets a little technical. We're clicking on our videos to see what other videos have high view counts and similar titles. We're going to take those higher view count videos and sort of combine our titles together. We're also going to look at those videos and find their tags. You need TubeBuddy to do that. And then do some tag exploration to see if we can make our titles longer, right? A longer title has more keywords in it. So consider structuring your title in the 3-part title structure, where you've got main category here. Is that right? Yeah. Main category, Battlefront gameplay. Subtopic, how to beat the Death Star in under 49 minutes. And then / branding. Now, YouTube just launched a new feature today, and that's the ability to track hashtags. Notice the title of this video, right? Right down here. No. It's right down here. Says #Owen video. We did that intentionally because as of today, you can search hashtags on YouTube. So it's cool. I would recommend using a hashtag in your third part of your structure there. So titles, 3-part title structure, big category, specific subtopic, how to do X with Y, how to beat the Death Star in under 30 seconds, how to polish your nails with Revlon nail polish, how to load a pistol with a half full magazine, right? #gun life, #gameplay, #makeup. You guys get it? That's how you rank if you're not ranking already. Okay? Take a look at this TubeBuddy tool. it tells us that the search volume is medium, the competition is medium. Dude, Star Wars, go after this. Put Battlefront gameplay in front of all of your titles that have to do with Battlefront gameplay. And then add a middle section like how to defeat the Death Star or something like that. Use the tags that you're finding. So we can go here. Let's do this, right? Let's go Battlefront, Death Star. So look at all these different terms that are coming up. Death Star DLC. So I don't know what that means, but I would try to add it in there. How to defeat the Death Star DLC on PS4. That's pretty cool. Or on Xbox One. That's a good idea too. So use what you're learning here, what you're seeing, rank here. Death Star, Chewbacca. Dude, that's what I'm telling you guys. Throw these tags into the tags that you're using down here, right? See, I see a hashtag here. That's not going to do you much good. PlayStation 4, good, but also PS4. Star Wars Battlefront TM, yeah, but also Star Wars Battlefront without the TMs, and then Star Wars and then Battlefront. Guys, you have here's the thing. You have 100. Let's go to an upload page. You have 100 characters for your titles. You have 100, and you have like 5,000 in your description, and then you can use 500 characters in your tags. Use all of them. Use as many of those as you can. Don't cheap out and just do like one or two and call it quits. You know, use all the characters that are there. Okay, moving on. So we've talked about competition research. We've talked about thumbnails. Thumbnails are how you get clicked. You don't get clicked unless you get what? Ranked. You get ranked with better titles and better tags. You also need a strong description box. You know, we'll go into that. I think we've already covered that in another TubeBuddy video. So over the next few minutes here, and I'm running a little long, sorry, Leon, is building community and new uploads. Okay, your new uploads. The rule with new uploads. Building community is huge. Building community is all about gathering people outside of YouTube to engage with on a regular basis. Now, that'll change really soon because YouTube's new app is coming out and it's going to be a lot more social. I think it's going to look a lot like a Facebook video, and I think we're going to get pings and alerts. There's going to be IM services. I'm really excited about it. Until then, and even when it comes out, guys, we're not going to get it. You know what I mean? Like, PewDiePie is going to get it. I'm just looking over here. Yeah, there's reviews, dude. Nice. He sends me the subscribe link. Guys, you should be using your subscribe link everywhere, and that's sort of what I'm going to talk about right now with community. So, using Facebook, using Twitter, using Instagram, using an email list, you need to find a way to gather your subscribers and your watchers outside of the network. That way, when new videos come out, you can promote it to them off of YouTube, and you're not just relying on your YouTube subscriber notification to drive new people, because you only get one of those. So let's take a look at the reviews, dude. I already love the channel. I feel like your background could be stronger. Love this. Great deals on tech. 537. You're on your way, my man. You're on your way. Titles need work. Note 7 Samsung Galaxy review. You should buy it. It's going to be a very competitive keyword. But look at all this. Samsung Galaxy Note versus iPhone 6 Plus. How to activate. Galaxy Note 7 review, the good and the bad. See, you've got more characters here to use. So use them. Now I'm subscribed, so it's showing me a different thing. But let's go into your video here, and this is something I'm talking to my church about, guys. This is something I'm talking to Phil about, is gathering people outside of your network. So look at all these great oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, we're back. Look at all these great comments he's got going on here. So people are watching. Here's what I would suggest is in the video, why subscribe, support. I mean, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. So I mean, it's not bad. It's a little spammy, you know, but I'm guessing you're an Amazon affiliate and that's why you're doing that. I would instead post 1 or 2 links that go to a page where you have more links there, right? Because it gives you more opportunity with the user in your subscription box to rank and do some other things here. In terms of building community, I would add like a Facebook group here. Get behind the scenes and live reviews on Facebook. And you'll start a Facebook group. Right, like I've done here. YouTube channel fan page, 471 members. It's the old banner still. I got to get that fixed. But, you know, here I've got 471 people that I know have seen my videos because the only way they found this group is through me promoting it on video. And when I'm launching new content, I get to share it with this group, right? And that way I'm driving more viewership. I also live stream directly to the group. And that it further engages and builds my audience, okay? So use Facebook. And how you do that is in your videos. I want you guys to set up a Facebook group called Your Channel Fan Page and invite all your immediate friends and family. And just get 25 people in the group, you know what I mean? Just so that there's like some people there. From there, I want you to create a bit.ly link. For that Facebook group so that you can easily link to it. And in all your videos, at the end or at the beginning, I want you to say, hey, if you want to like see some behind the scenes stuff, join me in my Facebook group where you get early access to my videos, some live streaming, some bonus stuff, right? So for the reviews, dude, you could be doing like follow-up reviews there. You could be doing Q&A once a week. Hey, Q&A with products that you've bought from me or whatever. I've got a friend, the name of his, Jarhead6. Check him out. He's got a gun channel, a self-defense channel. And he's great with that. He's great with creating community. And in his live streams, he's engaging people even further. So I want you guys to focus on building offsites. What was I going to say about Jarhead, as well as that I can't get him on Facebook, so I can engage him more on Twitter, right? And you got to know where your audience is. If it's Snapchat, drive them to Snapchat, where you can continue to engage them. Now, if you're a business, you've got to have an email offer. I'm going to show you mine real quick. And yes, you guys can get this. This was not meant to be promotional, but you can go to that link and get my video marketing toolkit. But you've got to have an offer where people can opt in and exchange their email address for what you're doing. Your offer might be get updates before everyone else. Your offer might be, like for the reviews, dude, the 25 best tech products every entrepreneur needs. Or whoever your channel is marketed towards. Maybe it's not entrepreneurs, maybe it's housewives. The 25 best tools for every housewife. And then what they get is your magazine of your links. You know what I mean? Where you've got like the product, the link, a link to the video to review it, flip the page. I mean, that'd be really easy to put together, and it's like getting coupons, right? So now you're developing a list of people. And when you've got a good list, guys, I did a webinar a few days ago and promoted my toolkit that you just saw. 400 new people got onto my list. And guess what? When we went live today, I emailed my whole list that I was going live today. Look at the numbers. 192 people on this call today. Last week, there was 41 at our peak. So there's a lot of value. And I want to welcome you guys here today. I'm glad you're here. I want you guys to develop lists and think about ways that you can develop what's called a lead magnet. A lead magnet that will attract people to your list. It might just be get alerts when I go live. So reviews, dude, your opt-in might be join my newsletter and get updates, right? Amy Schmidauer. Do you guys know Amy? Give me some props for Amy if you know who Amy is. I joined her email list like 3 years ago, right? And she's a friend today. Her email list was like, don't miss a beat with Amy's Elite. Join my newsletter today. So simple. You guys could all do that. You know? The reviews, dude. Never miss a review because I'll send it right to you. Join my newsletter today. Excuse me. Focus on building networks outside of YouTube to drive people to your YouTube when it's time. Okay, number 5. Number 5 is your post optimization uploads. What to do. The number 5 thing you can do is optimize your videos or have a post optimization distribution strategy. Now, I'm going to walk with you through my strategy. I'm going to do that in about 4 or 5 minutes. And then I'm going to go to some questions. First, I'm deleting some of these comments here. I just don't want anyone to be bothered by some of that. It looks like I lost it. Darn it. If you guys are seeing stuff that's inappropriate, flag me down. This needs to be a safe place. And there are people that are like underage, like under 18, trying to grow your channel. And even, around, so we don't need to see stuff that's demeaning and dehumanizing. So let's all come together on that. Let's take a look at your post optimization upload. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to this video here because it's really there's 1,000 views and not much happened there. So what we need to do in this video is like link to the other video. So let's say I've uploaded a video. I've uploaded my custom thumbnail. Let me play this real fast. Oh, you guys can't hear my audio, huh?
Hey everybody, what's shaking? This is Owen Video from thevideospot.net.
How does that sound? Did that sound okay to you guys? I'd love to know because I'm testing something out with computer audio today in the live stream. So here is your post optimization strategy. You optimize your video. You upload your video, number 1. You add a custom thumbnail, number 2. You edit the basic info, meaning an optimized title, an optimized description box, and look at this. Use all 100 characters. Use all, you don't need to use all 5,000. You use as many as you can. I try to use a template, right? And we talked about this. There's a video on how to use templates with TubeBuddy. And you can set up profiles up here, right? We've got YouTube, how-to videos. You can set up different profiles. Watch how the info changes when I click apply. Well, in a perfect world. Give me a second. It looks like it's frozen here. There we go. See how all of this information changed here? Okay. The reason it changed is because we've set up profiles in TubeBuddy, which enable us to quickly add titles, descriptions, and some tags. Guys, that's how you're going to get through this. You're going to add it to public. You're going to add it to a playlist. Okay? Monetization. If you're small, turn your monetization off. You don't need it right now. Turn it on when you get 1 million views. Advanced settings, you don't really need this. Okay? So go through this, info and settings, and then move over to annotations. In annotations, you're going to link out in the first 30 seconds. You're going to link out, excuse me, I'm talking about cards. In annotations, you're going to link out to anything that you want a desktop user to click on. So if you have a picture of a video here, like let's say you've got it, you want. Am I still streaming, guys? Yeah.
You're going to link out in the first 30 seconds.
You're going to link out to this video by adding an annotation here. Okay? If you don't need annotations, don't use them. But go through your annotations, your iCards. In the first 30 seconds of your video, add an iCard to another video. Make it a related video. If they've decided that they don't want to watch, give them the opportunity to stay on your channel. Hey guys, I am the TubeBuddy chat right now, so I'm not really responding. I just can't do it all. But we'll get to the Q&A in just a quick second. I'm 2 minutes over, but here's the process, right? For the iCard, you add the iCard in the first 30 seconds. What I would do is create a template, a 3-part template where it's like 30 seconds in, 1 minute in, and then 3 minutes in. Make it like the first 30 seconds they go to a video, the middle of the video that you ask a poll question, you ask an engagement question, and then in the last minute you link out to other videos. Okay? That's a great template to make, and then you just apply that template over and over again so that your video is now ready to receive traffic, okay? Info and settings, annotations, iCards. Use subtitles if you need them. They're expensive and they're hard. I would skip them. I think that if you're doing like English to non-English or non-English to English, you have to use it. But most of you guys are trying to rank in your own lands and your own languages. So go with that. Okay, if you've got a German channel, right? Then you may want to invest $1 a minute in getting some subtitles. It's expensive. Okay? That's your upload process. Now what you're going to do, now your video is fully optimized. Most of you guys are skipping those steps. Your next steps are going to be to embed the video in your website. Okay? What if you don't have a website? Then you can't do it. So go get a website. Go get a WordPress website for free, you know? But you've got to have more links out to your video than just the YouTube channel, okay? So how do you do that? How do you know where to post? Let me tell you where I post right now. I post immediately to my WordPress website, LinkedIn Pulse, and Medium.com. Now, I did my analytics. Medium's getting me no traffic, so I stopped. It's more of a spoken word platform. It's not really made to like link to videos. People aren't going on Medium to scroll through headlines. They're going to Medium to read thoughtful articles. So I stopped that. Here's where you also can be posting your videos. Reddit. Okay, and if you're going to post on Reddit, you should already be a part of the Reddit community. I am not. I know almost nothing about Reddit. It's not where my audience is. You could be updating Snapchat if people care about that on Snapchat. My Snapchat, people don't really care about my videos. On Snapchat, I'm more of an entrepreneurial Gary V type. This is what you got to do today. By the way, I'm on Snapchat Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Every Friday is behind the scenes. And Wednesday is usually like a Gary Vee style monologue. Mondays is platform only, so I only draw and use emojis. I think it's a fun channel. I'd love to see you guys there. You just search for me, Owen Video. Reddit, Tumblr. Post to Tumblr. Okay? And post, here's what you do. You take the description box copy. Let me just show you this real fast, and then we'll cut. You take the copy that you've written for your description box. All right? You take the copy you've written in your description box here. You copy this because you got to have some copy here. Copy means words. It means text. It means sentences and paragraphs. You got to have website copy. Oh, I've got a lot of copy here. So look at all this. Right? And then you're just going to sort of like reword this and post around the web. So for example, guys, don't make fun of my blog. I have the worst blog in the world. We're going through a whole redesign right now. See how it's weird? It's so weird. But look at how on this blog, it's basically the same copy that's over here. Did you know you can optimize? Did you know you can optimize? Now, I've made little changes in there so it's not duplicate content. Then I link the video in here. And this is so that I get found. This is so that this video gets found on the search engine pages. They click it, I get a view. Then I also post it in my group. See, it's here. I'm also in another group called Online Video Marketers. And I post my videos in this group too. Right? And I'm getting people, I'm getting likes, I'm getting traffic because I have a post-upload optimization process. So let's wrap up. It's a cute blog. That's funny. So Matt Galen, who used to be with Frederator and now he's independent, wrote an article. I couldn't find it. I'll try to link to it later. But wrote an article about a brand new upload. Okay, and here's what you guys got to know. Your video has a better chance of ranking if I'm assuming it's properly optimized, assuming you have a good thumbnail, all that's assumed. But when you launch, you want to get as many views on that new video as possible up front to help you rank on that next video that's coming out next week. You guys get that? Isn't that crazy? You know what's crazy is I'm looking at myself and I see like the chain in my necklace, like it's not straight. So I change it, but I forgot that the video is 30 seconds behind, so it didn't need to be changed. And then I keep pulling it back out again. So that's weird. But what's also weird is that YouTube, when your video is brand new and it gets a bunch of views, YouTube goes, hey, when they launch new videos, a whole bunch of people log on to YouTube to check it out. Let's make sure their next video gets some views. So you launch the next video and it doesn't do too well because you forgot to do this stuff because you were in a hurry. Well, then YouTube goes, their last video didn't do too well. Next time, we're not going to rank them so high. So you got the third video coming out and you've got to do more to get it to rank the same way as it was before. That is the reality of YouTube. And so what you want to do is drive traffic to your new videos as fast as possible, as new as possible, so that, you can stay ranked. So guys, I'm going to wrap up there and I'm going to go to some questions. We'll hang around for the next 10, 15 minutes to do some questions. I want to thank you guys for watching and invite you guys to check out my video marketing toolkit. I'll give you my title spreadsheet. I'll give you my scripting template. And even if you're a gamer, you can use the scripting template, to help structure your videos, right? So even if you're just doing gameplay, to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, right, to your gameplay. So that people know how much time they have left so people know sort of what you're going to go through. Today, this is what we covered today. How to grow a small business channel. We covered competition research, how to make thumbnails, which gets you clickable, title research, which gets you ranked, building community, which drives more traffic to your video, and having a new upload distribution process so that you're getting your video out to that community in a systematic way. I want to thank you guys all for that. Thank you, Phil, for posting that. Or is it Andrew? And I got your email. And I'm looking forward to having that conversation. I just put the clickable version over here. And we're gonna go do some questions now. And sort of see what else we have there. Deathstalker Synchro, is he gonna answer questions? Yeah, let's go into that. Let me see if I have Deathstalkers. There we go. Here we go. Deathstalker. Let's go into some Q&A. Deathstalker says, I've heard it's better for small channels to hide their subscriber count because viewers often judge a channel by the... Do you think it's better to hide or show? Hiding your view counts is inauthentic. It's inauthentic. Who hides their assets, right? People with small assets, right? Who hides the size of their mailing list? People with small mailing lists. Who hides the size, the amount of their subscribers? People with small channels. Having small subscriber base is the same thing as hiding it. So no, don't hide it, own it, and ask people to subscribe in the very beginning of your video. In the very beginning. You know, if you're going to do an hour gameplay, hey everybody, I'm Deathstalker Synchro, and I'm doing gameplay on Star Wars Battlefront for the next 6 weeks, so subscribe to the channel if you've got more. Ask them to subscribe. Don't drill it in, but ask them to subscribe. All right, we're going to go through this list. How do I stop people? Funko Poppers asks, how do I stop people fast forwarding my videos on the good parts? They're not the good parts if they're fast forwarding them. Okay? They're not the good parts if people are fast forwarding them, and fast forwarding is okay. I would actually, first of all, do you know that people are fast forwarding? Probably, because you can see it in your analytics. I would build it into your videos where you say the good parts are right here and right here. We actually experimented, get this guys, with a graphic that we added on top of our videos in Premiere, and it had like a 30%, 10%, 20%, da-da-da-da-da. And then what we would do is add annotations that point to that area on the graphic that say, this happens here, so that my viewers could actually click on that length in the video. You can also add time code to your description box. So if the good parts happen at 1:15, put 1:15, and then, at this part, it's really, really good. They can click on that part and go back and watch it, okay? So Andrew is saying, Andrew, it's so cool that you're certified. We got a Google Doc in there, guys. Use that because we've got more questions that you can ask. We've got more webinars to do, so we're gonna get through all these questions. Disciple of Jesus, good to see you. He says, you can create menus with 10-minute formats in your comments and descriptions that take people to the best part of your video. Disciple, will you PM me or reach out to me with that? Find me on Facebook. And guys, you guys are all welcome to find me on Facebook as well. Owen Video. Shane Ambrose says, I'm at 42 subs for a year. How do I grow from there? Well, go back and watch this video. Just go do the step-by-steps. Have you done your competition research? Do you know who your competitors are? And have you taken their top videos and made videos with similar titles for your channel? If you haven't done that, go do that. Then come back. Ask the questions. Remy says, any differences with your channel once you hit 1,000 subscribers and go for 5,000? Yeah, absolutely. Great question, guys. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you're gonna start getting like 200, 300 a month, maybe 75. But you're gonna get like this base of subscribers every single month. One thing I didn't mention here is consistent broadcasting schedule. I'm sorry, I assumed that. I'm gonna put that in my notes for number 6. You gotta have a consistent broadcast schedule. You can't upload when you feel like it and think that that's cool. Guys, that's like an unprofessional mindset. Okay? And the people that do well on YouTube are professionals, right? Shay Tards wasn't a professional when he started. He was a professional. He got professional when he got the traffic. But it's all about being professional. Oh, disciple of I thought you were saying you had a template disciple. Okay. So, consistent broadcasting schedule. Once a week, same day, same time. My channel, Monday, 3 p.m. That's when we broadcast. Guys, sometimes we broadcast at 6. This Monday, I didn't get up till 6. Sorry, but I got out on Monday. I also broadcast Monday at 3. Guess what? That one got out on time. It's my collab with David Walsh. But I didn't get it optimized. So I got to go back and do that. The idea is you got to have it in your you have to have it in your schedule to do. It's got to be part of your workflow to do that, okay? Advanced Slayer says, I haven't got a sub in over a month. It's because your videos are not optimized and you're not getting search traffic. That's it. You're also probably not asking for subscribers. Are you asking for them? Uh, 031 Living says, how do you feel about daily vlogs? Daily vlogs are great if there's a purpose to them. Guys, go to my channel and watch. Actually, I think I'm doing one today. I think I'm doing a video today on how to grow a small music vlog. And I just did 2 weeks ago on something like that. Betsy V, how to grow a daily vlog channel. Check it out, because if your daily vlog is to appease yourself, it's not going to go anywhere, right? Someone said earlier, I don't like those thumbnails. It's like, who cares? The video's got 300,000 views. Like, you got to go like escargot. I don't even want to try escargot. Never had it. I never will. I can't envision myself eating it. It doesn't matter if I don't like it. It's still considered a delicacy by millions of people. So, you got to remember, get outside of what you like and maybe even put up a thumbnail you don't like to see what it is. With daily vlogs, I feel like a lot of it is about, hey, everybody, you should watch me be me because I think I'm really funny and cool. And most likely you're not. It's more about your kids and your babies and your wife and your adventures, right? There is so much of this crap right now on the web. So much of me, Gary Vee pulls it off. Amy pulls it off. I'm learning, I'm trying. Even me, guys, I'm a tutorial guy. I'm an education guy. People don't tune into me because of my dashing personality and good looks. They tune in because I'm going to teach them something. And I would love to get to a point where people tune in because they just love me. Right now, that's a luxury afforded to my family alone. So with your daily vlogs, have a point. Why is it daily? Why are you motivated to do that? Hey, it's 031 Living. Maybe it's Proverbs 31. I'm just putting a guess out there. Proverbs 31. It's very big in the Christian community. It's about being a biblical wife and being the type of wife that makes men rejoice, right? So it's like, hey, welcome back to 31 Living, where we're all about living every day in a way that's pleasing to the Lord. And today, road rage, right? So you've got like this overlying point to your channel, but then you've got these daily sort of like tasks that you're trying to accomplish within that bigger framework, okay? Leon Sandoval asked me on Facebook. Let me go back to it. basically he was asking, one of my competitors is killing it with some really cool content on Instagram, but getting very little engagement on Facebook. What would you do? I feel like maybe 30 to second quick hit videos for Instagram might do well because where my crowd hangs out. Okay, first things first. Instagram is hot. I don't use it. My audience is there. I don't particularly care for the platform. And, you know, some people, guys, don't like YouTube. So I don't like video. So I don't recommend for them to go on video. I had a lady the other day ask me, I did a webinar for a bigger group, and she goes, there's 400 people in that webinar. And she goes, well, what if you don't like being on camera? I'm like, then you shouldn't be doing YouTube. Like, if you're doing YouTube just to like convince and sell people, like I'm not the guy to give you advice there. I could, but I work with people that are here because it's part of who they are. You guys are making videos because you're video makers, right? We're like brothers on that, and sisters, or family on that. If Instagram doesn't work for me, so I'm not on Instagram, right? It's not part of who I am. It's not part of my DNA. If you guys are on Instagram and your audience is on Instagram, then yes, do 30-second quick vids there and get engagement and just stay on top of your customer's mind, right? That, or of your viewer's mind. That goes back to number 4, building community. If you have audience on Instagram, then engage them there. It's multiple touch points so that when you release a new video, you can say, hey, new video's out, and they'll go to YouTube, hopefully. Or at least a percentage of them will. Now, does that mean you shouldn't be investing in Facebook? No. Everyone, all of you, should be on Facebook in some way, shape, or form. You should have a Facebook group there. You should have you should be uploading your videos there. You don't necessarily need a business page, but to just use your own page to promote your content and to go live. To go live on Facebook. And make sure that you're giving your community different content on different networks. What I'm talking with Phil about is creating a Facebook group for the TubeBuddy community. Would you guys like that? Would you guys join that? Because I would love to see you there, right? So I'm going to answer one more question, then we got a jet. Breakfast Gamer says, how do I get more subs when... Well, hang on. Inferno Gaming says, I don't think face cam is too important. Totally depends on the channel. You're right. If you're not down for live streaming your face, don't. You don't have to, And I'm talking more about someone that doesn't even really want to do video. They just want to sell people on video. Like, that's affiliate marketing, and it's cool. There are strategies to it, but that's not the route I would go. It's short-lived, and you won't have tons of success. Last question. And it's really, guys, it's everybody's questions. How do I get more subs? How do I get more subs? 2 things, right? Breakfast Gamers. Should you do Twitter? Yes, you should do Twitter. If your audience is on Twitter. But if you don't have any friends on Twitter, if you only have 100 people on Twitter, and no one really engages with you there, what's the point? Why? But on Facebook, you guys all need to be building Facebook, because that's where everybody is. I'm going off topic here. Okay, I spent 2 hours making videos and editing them, but I still can't gain more views. What should I do? Go to your competitors. How are they getting views? What are their channels like? Are your videos longer or shorter? Make your videos like them. Steal their titles. Make titles almost exactly like theirs. And ask your people to subscribe. The Breakfast Gamers asked, how can I get more subs when I'm only getting 20 views a video? Title research. Get better titles. Rank for better words. Build community. Push it out to that community. The answer, guys, is taking your channel seriously and being willing to take the steps necessary. I teach a lot of that. You'll get a lot of that from my video marketing toolkit. Go make a title spreadsheet of your next 24 videos. That's your whole, could be half a year, could be 3 months. Go make a title spreadsheet. Then create a format for your next videos. All right? Because the answers are not going to be found today. There's not a silver bullet. There's not a, oh, add this to your title or go share it on Reddit and you'll be good. It's about building an infrastructure on these 6 pillars, 5 of which I covered today. Competition research. Know who your competitors are and what they're ranking for. Make your videos around that content for now to siphon that traffic. 3, make great thumbnails. Your videos need to be clickable. They need to make a promise. Title research. Make sure your titles have a 3-point structure. Main category, subtopic, how to do X by doing Y. And then put a hashtag at the end. Add a description box that reuses those same keywords and add tags. Use the TubeBuddy tag tool to get your tags. 4, build community. Start building a Facebook group of your fans, right? It has to grow. It's going to start with 7 in your group, and then 25, and then 100, and then 400, right? People only want to watch your video once, but they'll engage in your group over and over and over again. You guys can see I'm getting flushed. I really need to open up this window. Number 5 is have a new uploads optimization strategy, okay? Have a strategy whereby once it's uploaded, you add annotations, you add cards, you add subtitles if you need to, and then you post in your WordPress blog, in your LinkedIn, on your Medium, on your Tumblr, in your Facebook groups, in joint groups. You've done it. On Twitter. And now start to create engagement around all of those pieces of content. And number 6, consistent scheduling. Be there. The way Seinfeld was there for us every Thursday night, right? The way that the Goldbergs is there every Wednesday night. The way that MasterChef is there every Wednesday night during the season. Be there for your audience. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream today. Ask your questions using the question sheet. And I hope you guys get a lot of value out of this. We'll see you next month. We've got some new things I want to show you using TubeBuddy. Some really cool sort of like hacks that I've been finding out with TubeBuddy because I spent a lot of time in TubeBuddy. And how you can use it to grow your channel. Subscribe to Owen Video. I've had a great time with you guys. I'm going to awkwardly stumble for the stop streaming. And we'll see you next time.